Hello and welcome back to Cultist Simulator. I am the maniacal Dr. Watts. And I noticed on the last one that I accidentally recorded the video in 20 frames per second. Fortunately, it looks like it didn't affect the video too much, but I now have it bumped up to 60. Hopefully it'll actually record properly. And let's continue. So, still making just a little bit of money. And yeah. So fortunately for me, school this semester is ended. And I feel good. I feel good that it's over. I didn't do too well on all of my finals, but it'll work itself out. So yeah. I want to see. It seems like in this DLC in particular, there's not too much. Oh, what's this? Aspect the Legist Price. The Legist is the hour from whom nothing more can be taken, the hour who calls each of the dead by name. Once and a long ever for a great price, he will call one of the dead up out of nowhere, that they may continue lonely unscathed until the date of their own final winter. Okay. Wonder how Nania actually plays into all this. We should search the city with our own health. And yeah. Yeah, it seems like this one, I don't know how much there's actually is to read in this DLC. The Odysseus Club. Okay, that's pretty okay, fine. Unfortunately, we did catch an illness. Let's go ahead and study our passion and try and get that upgraded as quickly as possible. 2 of each is normally where you're best off. Man, he's doing an awful job. I feel like we have a lot of mystique. That's why. Somehow I actually failed to notice that. He's caught in affliction. And we've been calmed down a little bit. Okay. I think the dread I'm least worried about. Afflictions, this I'd like to get rid of quickly. And here we have a hireling. Come on, Ghoul. You're still considered to be a medium. And I think for this, I'd like to find... We could have gotten that heal for free. That's unfortunate. I'd like to make it a... What's the name? Not winter. Oh, I can't remember the name of that aspect. Oh well. The cold one, the one involving the dead. Dang it, I really should know what it's called. Ah. Do you know you have moth? So we have, unfortunately... Unfortunately, we're just kind of waiting for interesting things to happen. I thought I knew how to get... the stuff we need next. Claws of memory. Beneath the soil, bones in the bones, memory in the memory, colors. Interesting. Desire. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So this one's all themed around memory. This is a consistent way to get vitality. We've gotten that popped up twice now. We're also kind of just waiting for a whole bunch of stuff to burn off. I feel a little bit stuck. But at the same time... We might also want to start painting. I'm also curious if you can get through the mantis with the red grill. I don't think you can. No, it's lantern and the lock to get through the first mantis, I believe. So unfortunately, we don't quite have the lore we need on hand. And we're also sad. Let's talk to you again. We're gonna share our recollections. I also didn't pay attention to what Dread has. Maybe we need to use that? As crazy as it sounds, because we have such a... Oh, that's an issue. Okay, well I can still... It does have aspect memory. So we should try using Dread anywhere we possibly can. Either here or with Nania. Because we don't know what she turns it into yet. We have the restlessness, but before we convert it into the thing we need, we should actually get rid of that. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase a tincture of opium. In times of a special crisis, I might visit a discreet pharmacist to purchase a tincture of opium to make my dreams sweet, but only in times of a special crisis. So, I need to get rid of this immediately to be able to actually progress, and we just simply managed to produce another restlessness. So I'm going to convert that back with Nania. This is interesting. This is an interesting thing of converting memory from one thing to another. Well, this guy sucks so much at his job that we got past without him finding that notoriety. Awesome. Awesome that you can do that. And we have fed our imagination. Okay. I probably should have been reading those, to be honest, but that's fine. Does this say anything? Yeah. Not in particular. And I've probably already looked at that one. So as soon as we get rid of that, this was somewhat a mistake to do. Yeah. So I want to know, as soon as that finishes up, I want to actually see what Nania does with Dread. Because that might be how we progress next. Still waiting. Almost tempted to just throw that in there to be able to continue, but I want... It's not winter. I still can't remember the name of that aspect. My memory fails me. We should probably be studying something else. Study my health. That's normally one of the first things you want to upgrade. These are useful in crafting stuff, sort of. Okay, we produce dread. Should probably be paying attention to what exactly I'm doing, so you can take it. Speak to Miss Nanny of my dread. Should I really share my fears with her? I do not think that she is a kindly painting. Not exactly. So this is something new. Paying attention to all the different things we can do. This is something new. I bet you she can take fascination as well. And we're getting so much restlessness that it makes me think that that's what you're supposed to do. Excited to see. Oh. The longer I look at Miss Nania's smile, the more I'm conscious of her teeth. So we have managed to produce more dread, but I also noticed that this in itself has the aspect memory. We also have a lot of dread at the moment. So let's see what's speaking to others. I don't think it's going to do anything. So really what that means is it's just going to end up extending the timer. But we can produce a lot of dread, which is unusual. Which makes me think that we're going to need to use that for something. I should also continue exploring with my health. Unfortunately, it's not cheap to do that, though. Yeah. We don't really want to use our dread there, because that'll just extend the timer, which makes it more likely get picked up whenever that particular event happens. A hireling, not helpful. If we could explore with Yisbit, that'd be helpful, but I really don't want a Grail cult. Expecting this? It says that I have mortal frustrations, but I can't think of another place to use desire. Oh, we have so much dread. It's awful. This is actually just awful. I don't really know what to do with all of it. Could try to produce fascinations through the Dices Club. Or through, I think, some of the other things you can... Oh, well, no, we'd have to explore to find it. Okay. So I can't really do much more at the moment. Maybe we need the cult? But I can't think of anything the cult would be useful for. Does this have the aspect? That does not have the aspect memory. I think we're gonna have to use our restlessness here. I don't... Yeah. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not quite lost. But I do find this interesting that we haven't had much luck getting past this. Maybe I should double check. Okay, we've managed to find Oriflammes. That's good. And we produced an additional vitality. That's helpful. I am somewhat tempted. Let's visit the Dice's Club. I don't have anything else to spend my money on. Actually, I could start buying stuff at Oriflamme's. That would be helpful. Actually, I probably should have done that instead. I don't think there's anything at the Dice's Club we particularly need. Except, that actually did work in my favor. Now, there's a couple things I'm now curious about. So let's go buy something at Oriflamme's. We have more money than what we know what to do with at the moment. We can get rid of our dread. And I want to speak with Miss Nania. Actually, let me read. Light leaks through the cracks. My mind is brighter than it ever was. The higher I rise, the more I see. I have a funny feeling that this is going to double up. Is it safe to speak of this to her? I think this is going to double up the fascination. Which isn't really a huge problem for us at the moment. But just sort of keeping that in mind. Like, more than likely that's what this is going to do. An introduction to the histories. Sure. I accidentally wasted my first secret histories. I also would sort of like to know what happens if you put... Oh no, okay. That ate our dread, and we don't have a good way to get rid of this. If we get the fascination on hand, we can. I'm pretty sure this is just gonna double it up. Yep. The light in here is brighter than I had realized. Colors swim beneath Miss Nania's skin like electricity, like oil. It is very hard to look away. Interesting. So I kind of wanted to do that because this does help us out. They're gonna make us pay extra, huh? Well, do that very willingly. How much money do I actually have? 14? That's quite a bit. I also would like to know, yeah. This is actually going to time out on its own. And I just accidentally produced another... Oh no. No. I got rid of it in time. I need to wait for this one to count down to actually be able to use it. Oh boy. Okay. Gotcha. Got it. One of these. And we got the histories. Okay, so things are going decently. A cult of the histories would be interesting. I'm not a huge fan of it in particular, though. It allows you to use any lore to upgrade. Yeah, it allows you to use any lore to... Does it tell me what this decays to? Nope. Okay, I'd rather use the fleeting remembrance anyway. The Secret Histories cult allows you to upgrade your followers with your any lore, but you can't exalt anyone, which kind of sucks. Although not too much. Because the only real use of exalted dudes is the highest level dungeons to only have to use one. So it's 50-50. I'm producing gleaming, or I produced the gleaming, but that doesn't seem to be what I'm currently working on vitality. Yes, this. Did I get eaten? I guess I got eaten. We could also paint, but that doesn't seem like it'd be too much help to me in particular. At least for the moment. We could follow a fleeting remembrance. I forget what exactly. Yeah, that's not super great to actually do. So we're gonna continue to search with our health. I would love to actually visit the Mansis, but I don't think that's gonna happen for the moment. And we'll use this again. I think this is what we're waiting on. Because we need a taste. Still did not produce it. And we have found the bookshop, which is what I was hoping for the most. Now we can start aggressively spending our funds. And I'm not super paying attention because I just let those two go down for no real reason. Come on. Come on. I'm just waiting for... I'm waiting to be able to progress. Currently, at least that's how I feel. They think we got money that time. So we can use our restlessness. And this guy will chew up all of our mystique. No. I don't want to learn Sanskrit at the moment. I want lore. Give me lore. Beautiful, beautiful lore. Could sleep on our health. This is also stuck. We need to produce... Actually, unless we get Herschel's nightmares. Sometimes this will provide contentment. Oh, I feel like this is new. It will do nothing. Occasionally, it will create dread or fascination. Yeah, so basically it can either be... I don't remember producing fascination anywhere. I just realized what happened. That sucks. This is bad. This might be a very quick game. Oh boy. Okay, this produces erudition. Also, I think if you're watching the other video, that unfortunately was with an older version, and in between that version and this one, they changed how you study, not books, how you improve this. And as you can see, if you I forgot to show this in the first episode. If you look here, it actually tells you what to upgrade you need. And it seemed like it also would... So for the higher level ones, they changed some of the requirements. So some of them require different things now. That makes it a little bit harder to do. But... It's easier to do it, even though the requirements are a little bit harder. Oh. Got to see one of the cards you're not supposed to normally see. Very nice. That's still not the thing we're looking for. I'm going to get what I want. Or else. Yeah, there's one. I know I can produce it. This is unfortunate. This right here, when you get both of them, that's when bad stuff happens. And nice, we got a remembrance. Let's see. Okay, it's just the one. Sometimes I have dreamt of a tall woman in a sand-colored coat who stands at the foot of my bed, smiling as she watches me sleep. In that dream, she turns her head with the swiftness of a bird, and her fingers flex like talons. I do not think I dreamt of her last night. If I had, I could not have slept so soundly. So you describe your nightmare because you slept well. Okay, so we still need contentment. I think I'm just going to buy it. And I really need some contentment. Nope, collection of poetry. Still not the thing we're looking for. Alright. Not going great. Maybe we do need the cult. Because that seems like the only thing that... but I can't think of what I'd actually use it for, so that's unfortunate. Ooh, I didn't know that's what that button did. Oh. Okay, so I saw somebody in the... on Steam, they had a screenshot where they had like covered the board in their funds, and I'm just imagining clicking that button on that map. It would be simultaneously the worst feeling and the best feeling, because it would completely ruin the aesthetic he had going, but man, would it be fun to just watch all of them go whoop. That's still not the book we need, so I'm going to continue to aggressively spend all of my money. And we would have gotten a calming thing anyway, although we are about to produce more dread. So that's unfortunate for two reasons. This is not a memory. Man, we just want one book. So let that count down. It will last. So we'll start using the fresh restlessness for trying to take care of that. Another collection of poetry. Oh, unfortunately I haven't been reading that. Ooh. It takes time to sort the gold from the dross, the wheat from the shaft, the blood from the water. If I buy enough books, I'll find something interesting. It's unfortunate because I want something specific. And make sure to get rid of our dread so that it does not cause us problems in the future. So yeah, this is seeming... I'm not super enjoying the beginning of this one. Skeleton songs. It might be my own fault though. Should just start the Grail Church, but I really don't want to start a Grail Church. I want it to be winter, so I'm gonna work for it. Hopefully soon we get that winter book. I don't think that's what it's called. It's not Dread, though. What is it called? Maybe it is called the Winter Aspect, actually. Locksmith Dreams. Here, I can read some of these. This is the second volume of Teresa Gallagher's examination of the parallels in the mystic dreams of artisans. The front piece has been slashed with a razor. I felt like I read that a little bit too fast. Ooh, we actually already had the first volume. I also need to take care of this, but we unfortunately have a little bit of vitality. This is the first volume of Teresa Gallagher's examination of the parallels of the mystic dreams of artisans. Wonder what she has to say. Ooh, I should actually be... Nope, never mind. Yes. Yes. Eyes are kind. So she converts restlessness, but she won't convert dread. Let me double check what the things we actually needed for this were. Yeah. Once another wore this. Wait. Okay. I failed to read what this actually said. So I think I figured out what we need to do, which is unfortunate. I think we need to murder somebody? Huh. Yeah, I guess that's what I meant by where the dead are buried. Well, on that horrifying revelation, I have to end this episode here. So, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.